Thank God it's time to meditate. We'll have a short sitting today, mostly to get comfortable with not knowing, mostly to get comfortable with others' suffering, and a little bit to get comfortable with our own suffering. So when you're ready, take a moment to get comfortable, close your eyes, and we'll begin. You can rest your hands in your lap if you like. Big full breath just to get acquainted once again with yourself, with your body, with this moment, with this space that we share. And as you take each subsequent inhalation, see what you can release as you breathe out to begin. And with each subsequent inhalation, gather yourself, collect all the parts of yourself from the day that you've had so far, from any feelings of chaos or confusion. Gather yourself, collect all those parts, and bring them back into this moment together. See if you can smile just a bit. Change your chemistry slightly. So much is so unknown. And getting comfortable with not knowing is a huge part of why we sit. Becoming comfortable with uncertainty and a lack of clarity. It's totally and completely okay that it's not clear right now. Each inhalation we gather ourselves, each exhalation we let everything that doesn't belong be released. Slowly, the grasp of the mind loosens, and we find ourselves just fine, breathing in connection with our hearts. The ultimate purpose of meditation here is to be able to presence someone else's suffering as well as our own. And so as you sit, remember that this purpose gives us direction and reason. How do we strengthen ourselves? How do we fortify our attentive capacities so that when someone is suffering near, we can be present for them without getting lost in it, without being swept up in it, without being overly concerned by it. We are just present for them. Similarly, as we sit, we begin to notice that our own suffering, becoming a parent, also begins to loosen and soften the grip of the mind in trying to know how to fix it, know how to solve, loosens, softens. Again, a tiny little smile, a nice tall spine, gathering as you inhale. Letting everything relax and release as you exhale. And as we continue to breathe, we begin to notice that there is a litany of thoughts and feelings and sensations passing through. We notice. And instead of focusing on each fleeting experience, we focus on the aspect of ourselves that is able to perceive. And we rest our attention there on that aspect. Almost like a witness. Just watching. Feeling the breath as an anchor for this attentiveness. At this point in the sitting, if you wish, you can have your eyes just gently open, looking at a point on the floor in front of you about 3 feet ahead. It is both more challenging and more stabilizing to have eyes maybe 1/10 or 1/8 of the way open. But it's good training to begin to get grounded when things feel intense. To be able to do that in plain sight. And as we train our attention on this presence within us, this aspect within us that sees and notices without getting attached, we feel the further loosening of opinions and beliefs and concepts. We experience a new quiet, a new respect for what is happening within us all the time. This seeking, sweet solving all the time. We loosen that. We anchor ourselves to the breath and just notice. Spine remaining tall. And as we rest our attention here on this aspect of ourselves that sees We find a new slowness in the mind, perhaps a new quiet, another layer, another level, almost restfulness inside. Take a big inhalation through your nose, please. And hold that breath in for a moment. Keep your chin down toward your chest. Sip in a little more air through your nostrils. A little smile, holding. When you need to, you can exhale and release it. We'll do that twice more. Inhaling through your nostrils. Get all the way to the top. Inhale a little more. And hold. Exhaling. Feel how that builds a little bit of heat in your body. Final time, inhaling. More space now. Inhale a little bit more. Sip in through the nostrils. Holding. And exhale. Just keep your eyes closed for a few more moments, breathing naturally. Feeling a sense of harmony in your body, whether it's very close at hand or feeling a little bit more distant, but still within you. That harmony is an indicator that both discomfort and comfort are present. And that is an indicator that you are living in truth, reality. That harmony is exactly where we need to live right now. There is discomfort and there is comfort. There are moments of quiet and ease. There are moments of extreme disorder and chaos. That is harmony. You can bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart if you like. Your experience, your sense of obligation to do the right thing, your sense of connection to your heart, your sense of connection to your intellect, these are all valid experiences. It is of the utmost importance now that we stay very connected to ourselves so that we don't invalidate our own experiences, so that we can presence the suffering of others. If you are here right now, so many others are suffering in much more grave, distinct ways than you. Our job right now here together is to be present for ourselves, stay connected to our hearts so that we can be present for the suffering that is happening in this world. Whatever form that takes for you, we dedicate the merits of this practice to the people whom you will presence and help. May all beings be happy and be free. Namaste. Thank you. I have one reading for you that I would love to share. I've read it before, and I think it's very appropriate for today. This is from Mark Nepo's book, Things That Join the Sea and Sky, page 135. Okay. We keep looking for a home, though each of us is a home. And no matter where we run, we land before each other, thoroughly exposed. This is the purpose of the gravity of experience, to wear us down until we realize we are each other. And though we think we're alone, we all meet here. Though we start out trying to climb over each other, we wind up just asking to be held. It takes some of us longer to land here than others. Once born of our pretense, it's hard to tolerate arrogance. Once humbled, it's hard to withstand a litany of me, me, me. Once burning off the atmosphere of self-interest, there's a tenderness that never goes away. This tenderness is the sonar by which we sense the interior of life. This tenderness is the impulse that frees us. For anything is possible when we let the heart be our skin. The point is to feel whatever comes our way, not conclude it out of its aliveness. The unnerving blessing about being alive is that it can change us forever. I keep discovering that everyone is lovable, magnificent, and flawed. For some reason, this keeps coming through in the last few days. Be uncomfortable. Don't try and conclude it out of its aliveness. Use your practice to stay connected to your heart so that your discomfort becomes a part of the harmony that is you, and it only renders you more and more capable to help and serve in the ways that you do. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your week this week. Sending you a lot of love.